Old Garland here. Today is January the 14th on Saturday, and it is cold out here. Went to the heart doctor yesterday on Friday the 13th, and the doctor said I had a good heart, and he wanted to make me an appointment for a year, so I guess he figures I'm going to live for another year. Well, I hope so, other than AFib. Anyway, these old cows I'm looking at, I got some calves out here that seem to think the grass must be greener on the other side of the fence, but it don't look to me like it is. But anyway, they want to keep getting out down here, so I'm going to have to see if I can't get some of these old calves. But right now it's cold out here. I'm waiting on them to come up here and get in the pen, but they don't seem to want to come. I baited them with some mineral, but anyway, the calves, they're standing back. So I got to catch them. But anyway, so far, hadn't seen any snow this winter. And it's January the 14th, and it's cold out here. But one thing for sure, you can look at the clock now after 5 o'clock and see that the days are getting longer. Anyway, let me get on to the show here. I got to do something here because it's too cold to stand here. What are you doing, old 381? You want some more of that mineral? I'm waiting on these calves to come up here so I can give it to you. But I guess I can go around and check the fence because it's just too cold to be standing here in one place. All right.
Duties. So we're going to ride across the field here and hope we don't get stuck. I don't know what day this is. I think it's
14th.
January the 14th. So I tell you what, y'all, this wind is something awful out here right now. It is very unpleasant. Moving this cow over here so we can work with her. He's got to lock that little bull up somewhere. That bull keeps jumping the fence and tearing the fence out every 5 minutes. Dad's over here being quiet, waiting on the cows to come in the corral so he can capture some of these calves that keep getting out every day. Some of these bigger ones are always getting out, finding, ripping holes. Well, the jig is up. The cows are all coming out, so we'll come back tomorrow and try to bait them back in there again and capture the ones we need. We ain't about trying to chase them right now. It's cold out there. It's cold. But they keep getting out like twice a day, these daggone young ones. So it's time for them to get moved out of here, so. Well, it's like 36 degrees out here, but the field's like 25. And a 17 plus mile an hour wind. So it's definitely not pleasant out here today. Grab the woman's car, and Dad's gonna feed that cow, and we're gonna go find something else to do for the rest of this day. Come back and do it again tomorrow. Calves keep getting out on the neighbor's property. The fences are up. The fences work. They just make holes in them. So these guys are getting locked up and hauled out of here. Hey! Got the wife driving the truck. Bringing in the cattle wagon. Emily in the harvester. Alright, go ahead. We'll put some hay bales in. Feeding cows. Taking the net wrap off. Cows will clean this up, and what they don't clean up, they'll lay on it. I'll give them a warm spot to lay. Those hay rings right there, they fill up the bottom, but they're like the least wasteful hay rings that we've ever bought. They're quite expensive compared to the other ones, but that ring right there has been around here for about 20 years or more. We only keep them on the concrete, but we have had some out in the fields. The bottoms will rot out, the skids will rot out, the plywood in the bottom will rot out, but them hay rings last forever. Dad had some that the calves couldn't get into. They couldn't really get it out of them, so we cut some of the bars out of some of them years ago. But those, if you feed hay on the concrete anywhere, them rings are very good investments. We picked those up out of Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg area years ago. A relative had one, and so Dad seen it, and then he got to asking questions, and we found out who sold them and where they came from, and our local Southern States went over and picked, I think it was Southern States, went over and picked one up and brought it back for us, and now we have 4 or 5 of them around here like that. And like I said, they've been around here for more than 20 years now. But if you put you put that crust in there, the cows can't really eat it out of there that good. But when you got to pick that thing up and move it, though, you got to be careful. But you can roll them over and roll them around out in the field, and all that crust will come out of there. Of course, the bottom will probably fall out too eventually, but you know, after it rots out. But they were good hay rings. Back at loading animals again. Open the gate up. We got 3 more.